Welcome, dear voyagers. This is Ira, your host, and you're listening to another calming episode of Sleepy Voyages, where we untangle soothing narratives laced with hidden lessons for self-improvement. This space is a sanctuary for those seeking solace in sleep and wisdom in waking hours. Tonight we slip beneath sapphire waves to visit a kingdom shimmering with mystery, illuminated by intrinsic power and the many forms of love. We explore the tale of the Little Mermaid. Before we tuck you in tonight, voyagers of the night sky, we have a small but crucial request. As your eyelids grow heavy and the soothing tones of Sleepy Voyages guide you to the realm of dreams, remember the peace, serenity, and comfort that we bring to you every night. Just as a lighthouse guides lost ships in the darkness, your reviews help other restless dreamers find their way to us. By leaving a review and sharing your thoughts on your experience, you are reaching out to other insomniacs lost in the night, guiding them towards restful sleep. Take a moment before you drift away to click on the Leave a Review button on your podcast app. Help us extend our galaxy of tranquility to all those who seek the solace of sound sleep. And once you've done that, feel free to slip back under the covers of our sleep stories, ready to be whisked away on another sleepy voyage. Remember, your stars light the way for others. Every review, every rating helps us create a bigger, more beautiful universe of peace and rest. However, not the tale as you know it. Instead, we'll explore a richer and more profound narrative. A story that underlines the depth of true love and the magnitude of sacrifices it sometimes commands. The Little Mermaid, a story conceivably about a mermaid's desperate love for a prince, takes on a more profound significance when we dive deeper. The heroine's journey offers us a mirror to our own trials, tribulations, loves, and losses. This tale is as much about self-discovery as it is about romantic love. Here at Sleepy Voyages, we invite you to employ these stories as a map for understanding your own journey. Every venture into sleep has the potential to turn into an odyssey of self-improvement within the labyrinth of our subconscious minds. And before we embark on this magical undersea journey, my dear friends, remember, sleep is not a luxury, but a necessity for a healthier, happier you. Close your eyes, open your minds, and join me as we venture together into a story dappled with lessons of love, sacrifice, and the dramatic intertwining of both. Just a reminder, whether you're a first-time voyager with us or a seasoned traveler, all are welcome here. This dreamy ship carries no judgment, only open hearts and sleepy minds. So as you lay down your head and sail with us into the world of dreams and wisdom, remember, your voyage is meant to soothe, inspire, and above all, lead you to a peaceful sleep. In the quiet sanctuary of our busy lives, this podcast aims to whisk you away to a realm of gentle dreams and restful sleep, all while unraveling stories woven with wisdom so deep. Before we set sail into today's mystical journey through the pages of Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid, I'd like to remind you of the importance of the voyage we encourage, a voyage into a restful sleep. The significance of sleep in our lives can't be stressed enough, dear listeners. We spend a third of our lives asleep, and that's not because we wish to escape the rigors of reality or because we enjoy the silk threads of dreams. It is because to thrive and flourish in our waking hours, a restful sleep is a boon that nourishes our body, our mind, and the spirit. Just as the mighty ocean sways in rhythm with the moon, our bodies too flow in an intricate dance with sleep. Not only does it knit up the raveled sleeve of care, as Shakespeare so aptly penned, but it also serves to enhance our cognitive abilities, improve our mood, and boost our immune health, making us fitter, sharper, and ready to face any challenges that await us. Together, We journey across the realms of the subconscious, marching on the rhythm of sublime narratives that help soothe, calm, and invite sleep gently into your night. So, without further ado, allow me to guide you into a story that is steeped in the mysteries of the ocean and echoing with the wisdom of sacrifice, love, and courage. This is your time to leave your worries ashore and delve into the serene depths of our bedtime tale as the waves of sleep gently wash over you. Even as you drift into sleep at the back of your mind, let the poignant tale of the Little Mermaid remind you of the power of sacrifice and true love. Let's breathe in a moment of peace. Find our comfortable corners, and as you close your eyes, let the world slip away into silence. Tonight, dear voyagers, we dive into endless blues as the story of the Little Mermaid unfolds under the calming glow of the moon. But remember, no matter what the voyages bring, may you always find peace at the harbor of sleep. Let's begin by inhaling, filling our lungs with fresh, invigorating air, and then exhale, releasing all the tension accumulated throughout the day. As we do this, allow these breaths to anchor you, grounding you firmly in the present, center of your own serene universe. Now, as we continue, visualize a warm, gentle light starting at the crown of your head and slowly descending. As it does, feel it release the knots within your muscles, one by one, like stars unveiling softly in the midnight skies. This light moves over your forehead, easing the creases there. It descends along your face, releasing tension in your jaw, helping you part your teeth. Let it trickle down your neck, spreading warmth down to your shoulders, undoing the stiffness there. The warmth now travels down through your arms, your chest, your abdomen. Feel your heartbeat slowing, syncing with your breath, creating a tranquil rhythm. Unclench your hands. Let them rest gently by your sides. The light unfurls downwards, cascading down your legs, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Here, in this moment, you are complete. You are relaxed. You are ready to embark on today's voyage. As our bodies rest in this calm state, let us travel together to an underwater kingdom, a place teeming with life, color, and magic. Tonight's tale is that of the Little Mermaid, a poignant story of sacrifice and love. As we immerse in the depths of the ocean, let's infuse ourselves with the energies of this story, exploring its meanings and the valuable lessons it holds. Remember, breathe in. Breathe out. Let's let the ocean waves guide us to sleep. Let your mind slowly descend like a delicate seashell spiraling down into the ocean's depth. Picture waves of perfectly clear cerulean water unfolding and folding gently into themselves. Feel the marrow-deep tranquility unique to the underwater world. We're crossing the divide into the lovely, fantastical world beneath the waves, home to an array of remarkable beings and one extraordinary mermaid princess. Beyond the crashing waves and foam-tipped tides of the human world, there is a realm of serene beauty, iridescent colors, and rhythmic tranquility. This is the underwater kingdom, where residences are festooned with color-rich fauna. Here, seahorses flit about their daily routines, and the sunlight splinters into a miraculous prism as it penetrates the water's surface. The architecture in this world is spellbinding to behold. Buildings in seamless biomimicry of external shapes found in the surrounding coral reefs, designed with spiraling conch shell towers and scalloped rooftops that shimmer, following the touch of sunbeams that manage to pierce the sea's depth. Every nook and crevice of this tranquil kingdom is teeming with life. From tiny neon gobies to mammoth whale sharks, Through every scene runs a melody, a gentle lullaby hummed by the ocean herself. The rhythm of waves, the whispering bubbles, and the faint echo of distant whales singing form a symphony of ambience that envelops the kingdom in a peaceful shroud. At the heart of this kingdom lives a young mermaid named Marina. A creature of incomparable beauty, she has the warmest heart and dream-filled eyes. Her world is this vast underwater kingdom, but her heart yearns for something beyond, something unreachable, the surface, glittering, forbidden, full of strange creatures that walk on two limbs and have no fins or scales, the human world. Sacred dolphins and colorful fish are her companions. Yet somewhere deep within, she dreamed of walking under the sun, of experiencing the warmth that was so unlike the subdued coolness of her underwater realm. Marina was a little mermaid, but her dreams poured out like the giant waves crashing against the nearby cliffs, loud enough for her to hear even from her undersea haven. Let that image gently hold your thoughts as we slip into a moment of quiet reflection before we continue our voyage into Marina's journey from sea to land. Now let's dive a little deeper beneath the glimmering surface and endless blue expanse of the ocean. We glide past schools of colorful fish that dart around the lavishly decorated and expansive underwater kingdom. We come upon a young mermaid, the most beautiful and spirited amongst her sisters. Marina. Marina, with her radiant sea-green eyes and a tail shimmering with all colors of the coral reef, is known for her infectious laughter and warm heart. But not all that glitters is true happiness, and Marina nursed a desire that remained unfulfilled. It was a dream to explore the world beyond the shimmering surface of the ocean, to tread upon the warm sands, and to mingle with the human folk. Her heart yearned for a life that felt like a dream, trapped within the glimmering confines of the seashell. And then there was the prince. A prince unlike any you've heard before. A young man filled with compassion and brave spirit, living in his grand castle that overlooked the vast shore. He loved the sea. However, he knew nothing about the life below the frothy waves, as if an entire world was hidden from his eyes. The prince, with his heart full of adventure and eyes full of curiosity, unknowingly mirrored the unspoken desires of our little mermaid, their wishes reflecting each other like a mirror under the moonlight. Wouldn't you say it's rather funny and wonderful how two different beings living in seemingly separate worlds can be so alike? Their longings were the same, wrapped in the velvet moonlight and whispered in the salty sea breeze that danced from the ocean to the shores. And so, the stage is set. Their worlds remain separated by the shimmering barrier of the ocean surface. Their hearts, unaware of each other, pulsating with similar desires. For now, take a deep breath. Picture the sprawling castle under the orange glow of the setting sun. Listen to the soft hum of the ocean and feel the coolness of the sea foam. As your eyes become heavy, allow the gentle rhythm of the waves take you closer to the arms of Morpheus, where dreams await. As we delve deeper, we encounter the heart of our tale. Our young Marina, a resident of the deep azure seas, yearns for something more, something different. Every night, as the moon bathes the waves with a lustrous glow, her gaze is firmly drawn upward, towards the surface. Underneath the radiant reflection, she envisions an entirely different world, a world unknown to her. She dreams of it, the surface, in vibrant shades and nuances, painting pictures in her mind of an elusive land teeming with life, not as we know it, but life of a different kind. Oh, every chasm in her heart echoes with a longing to break free from her kingdom of coral and feel her bare feet on the warm sands of the surface. Marina's heart is not submerged in the waters she dwells within, but rather it soars above, amongst the gulls and the clouds that dance against the sky. This desire, this longing for the surface, it's more than just a whim. It's a deep-seated calling, as if the pulse of the land is a melody that she's meant to dance to. But why? Why is Marina so drawn towards a world she's never known, a world separate from her native waters, you ask? It's not so much the allure of novelty, it's something much deeper. Marina is enthralled by the promises of independence and discovery that the surface represents. For her, it's the embodiment of freedom, a freedom to decide, to explore, and to live. As the ocean currents guide the myriad life below, so does the story guide us into the corners of our hearts that fear the unknown, yet yearn for adventure, that whisper to us of possibilities and speak louder of the wonders untapped. We journey alongside Marina as she dreams of answering her call to the surface world. So I ask you, dear listener, to close your eyes and envision Marina, her heart aching with yearning for the surface. Can you feel her call in your own heart? We'll continue to unravel her journey as we move deeper into sleep, to visit dreams of our own. As we float in this space between sleep and awake, we will explore her journey and its lessons of love, sacrifice, and the pursuit of our desires. But until then, let's allow the soft, melodious calls of the ocean to carry us further towards a peaceful slumber. The Little Mermaid felt irresistibly drawn to the human world, and as luck would have it, she swam to the surface one day. It was there she saw him, the handsome prince, dapper and charming aboard his ship, igniting a spark in Marina's heart. Her deep-seated curiosity about the world above morphed into a longing to be fully part of it, to walk on the sandy beaches next to the one she started to admire from afar. Marina yearned for 2 legs to replace her shimmering tail and to live in the prince's world. Here's where we meet the wicked sea witch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's worth contemplating why the witch is depicted so mean. It seems a persistent pattern in fairy tales and stories. Women pit against each other. A product of cultural narrative, perhaps, intending to perpetuate certain beliefs. We are led to ask ourselves, what message is the cultural industry attempting to send to women through such depictions? What are they trying to make women believe? Could it be a veiled attempt to discourage sisterhood and mutual support among women? Ponder on this as we delve deeper into the story. Marina opted for an audience with the scheming witch, a choice that resulted in her beautiful voice being stolen. In exchange, Marina was gifted with a pair of human legs, a transformation that signified her bridging gap of 2 worlds, a dangerous compromise. Let's take a moment to reflect on an intriguing question. Why does the cultural industry often portray women as needing men to live, like breathing? Why were we, as young girls, often bombarded with Disney movies that seemed to suggest that our life's meaning revolved around finding a prince charming? To understand this, we must journey back in time and uncover the roots of these narratives. Throughout history, societies have been shaped by certain norms and beliefs, and traditional gender roles have played a significant role in shaping these perspectives. Fairy tales, including those adapted by Disney, were once essential vessels for passing down cultural values and lessons from one generation to another. In these tales, women were often portrayed as delicate and in need of rescue, while men were seen as the brave saviors. As times evolved, so did our understanding of gender roles and women's empowerment. While these narratives may have perpetuated stereotypes, it is essential to recognize that they were products of their time. As we grow older and wiser, it becomes crucial to revisit these tales with a discerning eye. The power of storytelling lies not only in the enchantment it weaves, but also in the lessons it imparts. The Little Mermaid, too, has undergone various adaptations that highlight the evolution of its underlying message. In our rendition, we focus on the deeper themes of true love and sacrifice, rather than reinforcing notions of dependence. Through the journey of our mermaid protagonist, we explore the boundless love she feels for someone from a different world. This love transcends physical appearances and societal boundaries, revealing the beauty of connection beyond the superficial. Moreover, our story embraces the transformative power of selflessness and sacrifice. True love is not about possessing or being possessed, but about cherishing someone's happiness, even if it means letting go. As you close your eyes and drift into slumber, dear listeners, I encourage you to contemplate the lessons we can draw from these narratives. Let us celebrate the changing tides of storytelling, where women are portrayed as strong, independent beings capable of shaping their own destinies. And now, with our hearts open to the wonders of true love and sacrifice, let us embark on a serene voyage into the world of the Little Mermaid. Close your eyes and let your imagination carry you away, for within dreams lie the whispers of wisdom and the echoes of self-improvement. Our story revolves around a young and spirited mermaid named Marina, whose voice was as melodious as the sweetest songbird, but her voice held a significance far beyond its beautiful notes. You see, Marina's voice symbolized not only her incredible singing capacity, but also the very essence of her identity as a woman. It represented her right to have a voice, to be heard, and to be treated as a subject of her own story. In the depths of the ocean, Marina reveled in her freedom to express herself through song and communicate her feelings to those she loved. Her voice was her way of connecting with the world around her, and it resonated with the heart of anyone who had the privilege to listen. But as life often has its twists and turns, Marina's fate took an unexpected and challenging course. The witch wasn't merely robbing Marina of her singing ability. She was depriving her of her very essence, her identity, and her freedom to be herself. She was stripping Marina of her agency, turning her into a mere pawn in the grand scheme. It's a metaphor that speaks volumes about the power dynamics in our own lives, dear listeners. Marina's voice represents our ability to have a say in the world, to be recognized as equals, and to stand as subjects of our own destinies. And when that voice is taken away, whether by external forces or self-doubt, it leaves us feeling silenced and vulnerable. The same can happen to us as we navigate the currents of life. We might face situations where our voices are stifled, our opinions ignored, or our dreams dismissed. It's in those moments that we must remember Marina's journey, for her story is not just about loss, but also about resilience and the power of true love and sacrifice. As the tale unfolds, Marina faces many trials and tribulations. And as you, dear listeners, delve deeper into her story, I hope you'll find inspiration in her strength and determination. Marina's tale serves as a reminder that we can overcome challenges by embracing the true power of love, sacrifice, and the unwavering belief in ourselves. So as you drift into a world of dreams, Remember the importance of your voice and the value it holds in shaping your journey. Believe in your power to make a difference, to create ripples of change, and to find your own path, even in the darkest depths of uncertainty. Marina illustrated a pure example of the power of sacrifice. She put herself at risk for the desire to pursue something more significant: love, experience, and knowledge of a different world. But why do we often associate sacrifice with love? And must we continue to do so? Could we perhaps evolve our understanding and not always equate love with giving up our voice, literally like Marina did, or figuratively in many other circumstances? After all, love is an emotion that should empower us, enabling us to become the best version of ourselves rather than making us feel we have lost something in the process. Let's follow Marina's journey as she navigates through this deeper understanding of love and sacrifice in the story. Now let's delve a touch deeper, dear listeners, into the intricate layers of our story, touching on the themes of sacrifice and Marina's ocean home. Marina was no stranger to sacrifice, but it was her understanding and acceptance of what sacrifice meant that truly ascended her tale from a story to a legend. Losing her voice, an integral part of her identity and the essence of her existence, was no petty offering. Her melodious voice, weaving tales of the sea and her heart's deepest desires, was lost in her pursuit of love. But even in silence, the essence of her spirit continued to ripple outwards, touching hearts, casting a spell. In the quiet whispers of the ocean waves, one could capture her language of love, silent, yes, but oh so eloquent. True love, as we see in Marina's tale, is an understanding, a silent agreement between two souls to stand by each other, to love selflessly, to sacrifice if needed. Perhaps the greatest testament of Marina's understanding of sacrifice comes not in her giving, but in her receiving. When offered a chance to reclaim her life at the cost of her princes, she declined. This was the moment Marina's understanding of sacrifice truly emerged. She rejected the notion of sacrificing someone else's happiness for her own. Marina did not perceive her decisions as a sacrifice for a man, but more as a personal choice to try something different. She wanted to experience the surface world, and the prince was an intriguing aspect of that desire, not the entire focus. Marina knew herself well. She loved deeply. She understood the gravity of her choices, and she made them unapologetically. As Marina's story unwinds, the magnitude of her deeds may stir something within you. In this expansive moment of self-reflection, acknowledge the power of love and sacrifice. Let the serenity of Marina's tale cradle you in a tender embrace, drawing you deeper into a calm, restful slumber. And with that, dear adventurers, we move closer to the pivotal juncture in Marina's tale, her return, and the transformation that awaits. As we leave the depths of this poignant realization, sail gently toward the horizon of dreams where Marina's journey continues. Rest now. Let sleep's sweet melody entrance you. After all, Marina's world will wait for the sun to rise again. Our Little Mermaid confronts herself, her desires, and engages in an act of self-love and realization, which we often seem to overlook in the midst of our daily whirls. Picture Marina, poised at the cusp of two worlds, the soft lullaby of the sea whispering behind her, and the unknown allure of the surface pulling her forward. She's standing in the rain of her own indeterminate desires. But here's something pivotal. Marina's decision to explore the surface emanates not from a dire need to be with the prince. Rather, it sprouts from an innate desire to broaden her world, her experiences. The prince, oh yes, he is indeed an intrigue, an exciting new face, and a delight to her ocean-accustomed eyes. However, he's just a delightful excuse, a point of interest in the bigger picture. She yearns to experience the allure of a world unknown, something different from her oceanic realm. Marina is a testament to our own internal battles. Sometimes in life, we find ourselves at crossroads, where pleasing others seems easier than pleasing ourselves. In such moments, making a choice that mirrors our true desires, our true self, can feel like an uphill journey. But, as Marina reminds us, the sweetness of exploration, of understanding oneself, of seeking out new worlds, all lie in granting ourselves the permission to experience life through our own lens, independent of external influences. Our brave little mermaid embraces the call of the unknown out of love for herself, out of love for the vast array of experiences life offers. At this very crescendo of our voyage, let her stand as a gentle reminder for us. It is completely normal for our choices, our wishes to be about us. To betray the expectations of others, to be unorthodox. Marina was able to undergo such personal growth and exploration, all because she had courage. Courage to step into the unknown, courage to make decisions for herself, courage to love herself. As we find ourselves nestled deeper into our blankets, let's carry with us Marina's courage, her spirit, and her example of self-love. And as we drift into the realm of dreams, may we recall the wisdom of our deep-sea voyage tonight. You can decide for yourself, and these decisions don't have to be made for anyone else. They're yours. Own them. Can you feel the cold water around you? Can you hear the calming ocean sounds? Good. Now allow your mind to float along as we continue. In her seaborne home, ruled by water and all shades of blue, Marina, our little mermaid, found herself back where her journey had begun. Desperate, heartbroken, and seemingly lost, she swam amongst the seaweed and her aquatic friends. But now, she was different. Her former tale returned, but she was a changed mermaid. The experience on land and in love, it had given her perspective, maturity, and self-awareness that are intangible, and yet as real as the water surrounding her. She gave one last glance towards the surface, the realm of the prince and her unfulfilled dream, and made a choice, though heartbreaking, brave and noble. Instead of lashing out in anger, instead of retreating into depression, she embraced a selfless act of unconditional love. Even if that meant she would never do as simple a thing as touch a sand grain with her own hand again. The price she paid was immense, but so was her love. As she made her choice, her form began to change. It was gradual, as gentle as a lily opening up under the light of the moon. She began to dissolve, from solid form into a multitude of tiny, luminescent bubbles. She began to transform into sea foam. This moment was more poetic than tragic. The air of melancholia was cut by her grace and magnanimity. Even in her dissolution, Marina radiated a mesmerizing beauty. Each bubble that effervesced from her was a tale of her love, her sacrifice, her strength. Each one carried a part of her soul, spreading her essence into the echo of the sea. Her friends watched in silence, their own hearts heavy with sorrow, yet enlightened by her selflessness. Yet instead of sorrow, let us imbibe the profound message of her evolution. Not all sacrifices lead to tragedy. Instead, they could become catalytic transformations, reforming the giver into a better version of themselves. Her story speaks of the power of self-love and the willingness to sacrifice for the well-being of those we truly care for. Like Marina, may we approach with resilience all transformative challenges cast our way, aware that every end heralds a new beginning. Let it remind us that love knows no bounds, and that sacrifice, although difficult, can be the most profound expression of our affections. But as we all know, magic often comes at a cost, and this is no exception. The sea witch warns Ariel that she will lose her beautiful voice, and that every step she takes will be like walking on sharp knives. And if the prince she loves does not return her affection, the little mermaid will face the ultimate consequence, turning into sea foam and vanishing forever. Now, dear listeners, why does she face such a fate? To understand this, we must delve into the underlying meaning of the story, the power of true love and sacrifice. The Little Mermaid's transformation into sea foam symbolizes the ultimate sacrifice one can make for love. Her willingness to give up everything she knows, her voice, her home, and even her very existence, is a testament to the depth of her affection for the prince and her desire to be with him. As the Disney movie would say. But we've gone deeper into the story. She gave everything to live on the surface, and the prince's love was the key to access to it. But it went wrong. And Marina accepts it, you know. She accepts her destiny because her dreams were bigger than her desire to stay alive in a world where she wanted not to live. It's a poignant reminder that true love often requires sacrifice, and in this case, the Little Mermaid's act of selflessness touches upon a universal truth, that love knows no boundaries and can transcend the barriers between different worlds. The sea foam serves as a bittersweet reminder that not all love stories have a traditional happy ending. While the Little Mermaid's love for the surface is pure and genuine, it doesn't mean she would be able to convince the prince of her affection. Yet, she's willing to accept that risk, and it is this act of bravery that makes her story both heartrending and inspiring. As we close our eyes and drift into the realm of dreams, let us carry this powerful message with us. Love, in its truest form, demands not only affection and joy, but also the strength to let go and make sacrifices for the well-being of those we care for deeply. So, my dear listeners, let the essence of the Little Mermaid settle into your hearts, and may it inspire you to cherish the love in your life, to appreciate the sacrifices made for you, and to find the courage to sacrifice when love calls upon you. Let's explore a fascinating question that has intrigued many dreamers over the years. Why do the Disney stories often deviate from the original endings of classic tales? In the case of The Little Mermaid, the Disney version might have warmed our hearts with a happy ending, but as with many fairy tales, the original narrative paints a more profound picture. In the true tale penned by Hans Christian Andersen, Marina's fate takes a different turn, a somber yet thought-provoking one. Unlike the beloved animated film, Marina's quest for love doesn't culminate in a grand royal wedding. Instead, she embarks on a journey of self-discovery, sacrifice, and the bittersweet power of true love. You see, my dear listeners, Hans Christian Andersen's version delves into the complexities of human emotions and the price one may pay for love. He highlights the contrast between the ethereal world of the mermaid and the tangible reality of human existence. Andersen crafted his tales to entertain, but also to impart meaningful life lessons. The Little Mermaid's transformation into sea foam, after she surrenders her voice to the sea witch, is a poignant reminder of the sacrifices we make for those we cherish. It is an allegory for unselfish love, as Marina endures the excruciating pain of every step she takes to be on land. Now you may wonder, why would Andersen choose such a melancholic ending for this beautiful tale? The answer lies in the deeper themes he sought to convey. By illustrating Marina's selflessness and sacrifice, he wanted to underscore the immense power that true love can hold. Love that transcends the boundaries of personal gain. Love that places the happiness of others above one's own desires. Through Marina's journey, we learn that love isn't always about possessing or being possessed. It's about finding joy in the happiness of the ones we hold dear. Her transformation into sea foam symbolizes the dissolution of her individual identity as she becomes a part of something greater, the vast and eternal ocean, an emblem of eternal love. Now, take a moment to reflect on this part of Marina's voyage and how it correlates with your journey. Are there areas where you've had to make sacrifices? And have these sacrifices been shaping you into a better version of yourself? Ponder over these questions as we prepare to wrap up Marina's story. Find a comfortable position in your bed, dear voyagers, or wherever you may be listening from. Take a moment to relax your body, allowing the worries of the day to fade away. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling the air fill your lungs, and exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing any tension. As you close your eyes, envision a vast ocean, its calm waves gently lapping against the shore. Picture yourself as the Little Mermaid, surrounded by the beauty of the sea. You have a brave heart, a longing for more, and a desire to experience the world beyond the ocean's depths. In your journey, you've encountered the power of true love, and you've learned that love goes beyond appearances and superficialities. It's about connection, understanding, and accepting others for who they truly are. True love encourages growth and allows you to see the beauty within yourself and those around you. As the Little Mermaid, you made the ultimate sacrifice to save the prince you love. Through this act of selflessness, you embrace the essence of true love. Sacrifice doesn't come from a place of loss, but rather from a place of giving and compassion. It's an act of kindness that blooms like a rare, beautiful flower. Now let's focus on our breathing once again. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. With each breath, feel a sense of peace and serenity washing over you. As you inhale, let the love and warmth of the ocean fill your heart. And as you exhale, let go of any lingering tension or worries. Picture the Little Mermaid, her heart full of love and contentment as she watches the prince live a joyful life with his true love. She finds happiness in knowing that her sacrifice brought about a union based on genuine affection and understanding. Take a moment to reflect on the lessons you've learned from this tale, dear voyagers. Embrace the power of love, both for others and yourself. Recognize the beauty of sacrifice and how it can inspire positive change, not just in the lives of others, but in your own life as well. As you drift off to sleep, remember that you too possess the strength to love deeply and selflessly. Let the underlying meaning of the Little Mermaid inspire you on your own voyage of self-improvement and compassion. Breathe in deeply, feeling the salty sea breeze filling your lungs. Breathe out slowly, releasing any tension within you. Picture yourself floating in the tranquil ocean, weightless and at ease. Imagine the soft glow of moonlight casting its gentle light upon the water's surface, guiding you towards a place of serenity and relaxation. Now that we've found our calm, let's delve into the lessons from the Little Mermaid and the profound underlying meaning of true love and sacrifice. This enchanting tale reminds us that love has the power to transform us, and that genuine sacrifice often lies at the heart of the most profound connections we make in our lives. In the story, we follow the journey of a young mermaid who dreams of living a life above the waves. Her curiosity about the human world drives her to make a brave decision to seek a life on land, even though it comes at a cost. Her enchanting voice, the very essence of her being. This act of sacrifice is a reflection of her willingness to give up a part of herself for the chance to be with the prince she loves. As we drift further into a peaceful slumber, let this tale remind us that true love isn't always easy and may require us to make sacrifices for those we hold dear. It can be about putting someone else's happiness above our own, embracing their flaws and imperfections, and supporting them on their journey, even if it means letting go of something significant in our lives. Furthermore, The Little Mermaid shows us the importance of finding our true selves and not changing who we are at the core for someone else's approval. The mermaid's transformation symbolizes the power of self-discovery and the courage to stand true to our values, even when faced with difficult decisions. And as we continue to drift into a tranquil slumber, may this story inspire us to cherish and appreciate the relationships we have in our lives, for love, in its purest form, can lead us to the most profound growth and happiness. As our journey with The Little Mermaid comes to an end, I invite you to carry the essence of this tale with you as you drift off to sleep. Let the power of true love and sacrifice resonate in your heart and inspire you to nurture the connections that truly matter. Remember, voyagers, that you are capable of embracing love and selflessness, and in doing so, you'll find that the world becomes a more beautiful and harmonious place. As the stars twinkle above and the night sky embraces us, it's time to bid farewell to this enchanting voyage. Remember, dear voyagers, that every dream is within reach if you believe in yourself and your capacity to love and sacrifice. Just like the Little Mermaid, you too can discover the power of true love and selflessness. May the echoes of this tale accompany you into the realm of dreams, inspiring you to embrace the beauty of your own journey. Take these lessons to heart, and may they spark positive changes in your life. Thank you for joining us tonight on Sleepy Voyages. I hope you've found peace and solace in our tale. Until we meet again on our next dreamy adventure, remember to cherish the power of true love and sacrifice. Sweet dreams, dear voyagers. Good night.